Stephen Howson, Full-Time Devils. This is the full-time review, and we've actually won a game. Manchester United beat Chelsea 2-0 at home in the league. It feels like such a long time since we've been able to get points that we actually deserved, and boy did we deserve them yesterday against Chelsea. But here's what's coming up in the rest of the show today. We've got Jose Mourinho in his press conference. We've got the 3-point review from Statman Dave. We've got the fan cam compilation. We've got United on YouTube, and we've got the freeway review from you guys on social media. So thanks to all you guys joining us live. Let's get straight into it, shall we? So yesterday I thought it was a tactical masterclass from Jose Mourinho, and I know you've seen that many places, and one of the things that's really impressed me about Jose Mourinho this season is the tactical fluidity that he's been able to impress upon Manchester United. Under Louis van Gaal and even under David Moyes, the team would set out the same way every week regardless of who we was playing, and it was almost like we'd just roll a dice and hope we would go for it. Now sometimes I think that Manchester United should be big enough to be able to just go out and play what's in front of us because we should be good enough. But what I've seen with Jose Mourinho is he adapts to his team that he's going to be facing. And I wonder what might have happened in the FA Cup quarter-final if Ander Herrera hadn't been sent off and he'd been able to play the full 90 minutes. Because it looked like the same sort of thing that we saw yesterday was sort of taking place in a quarter-final. But it was a fantastic team performance, and it definitely gives me hope because I wasn't counting on those 3 points when I was sort of mentally adding up the sort of points that we've got to go to the end of the season. And here's the position that it puts us in right now. Manchester United, if we win the game in hand that we've got on Manchester City and the game in hand, or the 2 games in hand that we've got on Liverpool, and we beat Manchester City, we could be in 3rd position. It's as simple as that. Not only are we talking about sneaking into 4th, but we're talking about leapfrogging City and Liverpool. Sounds like a big ask, doesn't it? And it might be a big ask, but you know what? I think we're up to it. I definitely think we're up to it. And we've also got the Europa to fall back on as well. That's why I never wanted to take the eye off the league this season, why I never wanted to purely focus on Europa, because I think we can do it without needing to win the Europa. And then we can go to Stockholm after we've come 3rd or 4th in the league, and we can just go out there and win the cup, not needing it for Champions League qualification just because it's a trophy and we want to win it and we're in a final. Anyway, here's what Jose Mourinho had to say in his press conference about Marcus Rashford.
Look, I had the same question in some flash interview downstairs. I think Rushford is the 3rd or the 4th player with more minutes on the pitch, and when everybody was trying to guess that a young player would have difficult to play with me, is the 3rd or the 4th. He's always on the pitch. He plays every game. I think if he didn't play maximum a couple of matches, he was always on the pitch. On the right, on the left, in the center, with 1 striker, with 2 strikers. So I think for his education, for his tactical education, for his tactical culture, this season is a phenomenal season for him, with an amazing range of experience, of different experiences. Is he not scoring enough goals? No, he's missing a little bit. And even today, the first opportunity he had an opportunity and he didn't score. And it looks like he was not very confident, but the kid played very well, and again, great experience for him to play against such a good team like Chelsea.
I think Jose's underestimating Marcus Rashford's performance yesterday. The kid did all right. The kid was absolutely fantastic, and one of the major factors, pressing from the front, harrying, not giving that defence a time to breathe. And I think Kale's going to be having nightmares about Marcus Rashford for a long time. Let's see what you guys are saying in the comments. Macola's in here, Myvering people. Hello, Adam. Didn't think you'd be up. It's only 1 o'clock. Burning the Heavens says, we're not getting top 4 with having to play City away, Arsenal away and Tottenham away. Why not? Why not? We can beat City, we beat them in the League Cup at home, and the way they're playing, I think they're beatable. I'm sorry, I really do. Tottenham, we beat them already. They might be flying at the moment, but I think maybe Jose understands how they play and how to beat them. And Arsenal's Arsenal. What are you worried about? I think we can get in the top 4. Janice says, Zlatan and Rashford in a 4-4-2. I'd love to see a 2-striker system. I've been saying this for a long time. I'd love to see a 2-striker system come back into the league and be back in fashion again. And I think it probably will do at some point. I think Zlatan and Rashford played centrally against the right teams is the right way to go. I don't think there's a perfect 11 for every team. I don't think there's a cookie cutter, like I just said before. I don't think there's a cookie cutter answer to every single team that you're going to play, and I like the way Jose Mourinho adapts his tactics and his teams to who we're playing. Right, next up we have got Statman Dave's 3-point review. So let's see what the Stat Geek's got to say.
Hi, I'm Statman Dave, and this is the 3-point review of Manchester United versus Chelsea in the Premier League. First up, we've got to talk about Jose absolutely giving one to Antonio Conte in a tactical sense. Mourinho 1, Conte 0. An unbelievable performance from the Portuguese tactician. First up, of course, we've got to talk about the man-marking job that he assigned Herrera to do on, of course, Eden Hazard. Eden Hazard is the most dangerous player in the Premier League this season. He's so deadly on the counter-attack. The way he drifts into the half space when Chelsea don't have the ball and looks to receive the ball is fantastic. And it's scored Chelsea a number of goals. They've scored more goals on the counter-attack than any other team in the Premier League. What Mourinho did to nullify this was just to tell Ander Herrera to man-mark him for the entire 90 minutes. And Ander Herrera was so good at doing that. But it wasn't just that Mourinho got right. Playing two forwards against Chelsea's back three that are nimble, that are quick, Jess Lingard and Marcus Rashford, tactically was perfect. Gave those three centre-backs no time on the ball, but also gave them a lot of thought going the other way, because those two players, Lingard and of course Marcus Rashford, are so good at getting in behind, so good at timing those runs and have the pace to stretch opposition defenders. So Chelsea just couldn't play out of the back. They were constantly worried about the pace in behind, but of course as well, Conte changed it. Around 54 minutes he brought on Cesc Fabregas, switched to a 4-2-3-1. Mourinho instantly brought on Michael Carrick, countering that problem, eradicating Chelsea's attack in one single move. United switched to what looked like a 5-2-2-1 formation, dealt with Chelsea, saw the 2-0 win out, and 3 massive points for the race to the top 4. Moving on to more player-specific stuff, we've got to talk about Ander Herrera. Ole, 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 Ander Herrera. What a performance. Not only did he man-mark the best player in the Premier League out of the game, Hazard failed to create a chance in the first half, failed to get a shot on goal, failed to complete a dribble. In the entire 90 minutes of the game, he failed to get a shot on goal, failed to complete a dribble, only created a single chance, completed 79% of his passes. Ander Herrera, what a job there, but he scored and also assisted. The through ball to the Marcus Rashford goal was absolutely incredible. We've seen him do it before. You think Henrik Mkhitaryan against Spurs at home, similar thing, intercepted the ball, instantly played a through ball, goal time. Man United, top form with Ander Herrera, future United captain and a more complete player than N'Golo Kante. Finally, let's touch on Marcus Rashford. The youngster had a fantastic game. Not only has he beaten Arsenal on his own, beaten City on his own in his short Premier League career, now he's got Chelsea as well. A fantastic goal, fantastic move, but it was a live wire throughout the 90 minutes of football, or the time that he was on the pitch, let's say. Completed more dribbles than any other player on the pitch and took his goal so well. It's fantastic to have someone like Zlatan, a target man, that can bring players into play, but also have Marcus Rashford. Mourinho has the options and is using them so well. Anyway, that's been that. If you have not checked me out on Twitter, or YouTube or whatever, type in Statman Dave to Google and give it a follow, give it a subscribe, give it a like, whatever you want to do. Anyway, back to you, Alson.
I definitely agree with what Dave's saying there. Do you agree? Is Kante a specialist player? Is Herrera better than him as an overall footballer? I think he is. I think he really shown his defensive qualities yesterday with the job that he did on Hazard, which was an absolute 10 out of 10 job. I think he offers more going forward than Kante. That's not to say I don't think Kante's a great player. I think he is, but he is certainly a specialist. Do you agree? Bang it in the comments. Right, we've got some more comments from you guys as well, and let's find them. George Kyle says, top 4 will be challenging. It's a tough fixtures list. Of course it is. But if you want to be at the top of the league, then you've got to play against the people in the top of the league, and you've got to beat them to deserve it. And I think that's not a problem. I see it more of an opportunity than a threat. I think we've been pretty good against some of the top sides, apart from Chelsea in October. I think it was in October. So I'm not really worried about going to all these. I think the Europa League is just as challenging. That's why I'm happy for us to just take it each game at a time and try and do as well as we can in both competitions. I think focusing on one or the other is a bad idea. So I think we can go for both. Juju Plays says, United would be crazy lucky to get any result playing at White Hart Lane. City and Arsenal are beatable, but Spurs are another beast at home. Still think Jose can get a draw. Mate, after this season, I think we can definitely get a draw. I think that we've proved that already this season, haven't we? And Karim says, Bailly and Rojo, best partnership in the Premier League. Do you know what? I thought it might be too much hot sauce. I did like in my head I thought that could work, but it might be a bit too wild. But do you know what? When they've played at centre-half together, they've been absolutely fantastic, haven't they? Right, up next we have got the fan cam. So let's see what some of the Reds were saying outside Old Trafford yesterday.
Now, before the game, Twitter was going crazy.
I'm speechless too. I'm speechless.
Insta was going crazy.
Royal's an animal. Argentina and all that, innit?
Facebook was going crazy.
But what a game, mate. Absolutely dominated them. Murdered them.
The preview on YouTube was going absolutely crazy.
United are back on Easter.
Oh yeah, definitely. The resurrection is true.
Everyone was like, what? Team selection? Shocking. Unbelievable. But listen, I said it. I said it before the game started. This is Manchester United. anyone that plays for Manchester United should be able to do a job today. And the boys did it. Absolutely.
2-0 today against Chelsea.
Told you it was gonna.
Have you deleted your snaps yet?
Oh no, I need to delete my account.
Ashley Young,
so
thoughts?
many people. I didn't think he was great, in honesty. But do you know what? I don't want to talk about the individuals because as a team today, United stood up, turned up.
Because if you talk about the individuals, you show how wrong you were.
I actually said to Judith when the second half started, I said, we're going to do exactly the same now. Within 10 minutes, within the first 10 minutes, we're going to score again. And she said, well, I hope you're right. Was I right?
You were right.
The word pace, it wins your games. No disrespect, you play Rushford down the middle. He's an handful on the left, but even more down the middle. His natural position, colossal today. Herrera, Fellaini, same Marion Fellaini was
Different player, isn't he?
Colossal. A lot of them can't knock anybody today.
Is there a happier man on the planet than Jose Mourinho right at this second in time? Like, is this up there with all of the happiest moments of Jose Mourinho's life? I think it might be.
Jesse, another brilliant game, and I think that's stating his claim to be in the starting lineup more regularly now.
Yes, Latin is good, but we can't rely on him for the next few years.
You seem depressed.
Go on. And get on a bang.
I'm not. I'm very happy.
He's shocked.
Now, maybe I need to listen to Cheeky Sport Dave a bit more often and be a little bit more positive, but do you know what? I don't think many people was positive yesterday ahead of the game. As we saw on all social media, people pulling their hair out, but Jose got it right. Hands up, absolutely smashed it out of the park. So that was what all the fans from Old Trafford had their say on. Now you can go and check out all the rest of the fan cams on the YouTube channel as soon as we finish this, so go and head over there after that. But before that, we've got United on YouTube, so let's see what some more Reds are saying in United on YouTube.
Hello full-time Devils, Simon here again from Reggae Boys Commentary.
Man United 2, Chelsea 0, another Jose Mourinho masterclass. Got the team absolutely spot on, playing at 4-4-2.
A bit below par team, with no Zlatan Ibrahimovic, no Mkhitaryan, and we put on a performance like that. Really pleased for Manchester United.
First win at Old Trafford in the Premier League since February 11th when we beat Watford 2-0. Credit to Marcus Rashford for now being the highest scorer among teenagers in the Premier League this season.
I also have to big up the team spirit. It was absolutely phenomenal.
But not one player on that pitch I didn't think let Manchester United down this weekend. Top performance from every player. Hopefully we can see some more of these performances between now and the end of the season, and it will give us a chance of one way or another, Europa League or Champions, or in the Premier League, to get that Champions League football.
And I'm pretty sure when Herrera go, he found three things: his phone, his keys, and N'Golo Kante. Come on, United!
The main man in the game, and obviously under Herrera done a good job by taking him, singing him out of the game, and then giving a chance to Marcus Rashford, Jesse Lingard, who played brilliantly. I think Marion Fellaini was brilliant.
We'll go on to Thursday now. Let's take on Anderlecht. Let's get into semi-finals. Come on, United.
With a few additions, we can really build on this next season and hopefully challenge for the Premier League title.
Thank you to everybody who got involved in United on YouTube. If you would like to get involved in United on YouTube, then hit the description below, then send us a video after the match with your little 30-40 second match review, and you might get featured on this next week, next time we're doing full-time review. Now, some of the comments, one of the comments that's caught my eye here is George Kyle saying, if we beat Arsenal's 49 match unbeaten run, I will die with laughter. How about, sit down mate, just sit down, relax. We are 20 odd games off getting even close to that, aren't we? So relax, right? But Manchester United are currently on now, I think it's now 22 matches unbeaten, which is absolutely fantastic. It's not really where we want to be. I'm not really bothered about. This is what I was saying when I said about Arsenal's unbeaten run. It doesn't matter that he was unbeaten. The achievement of Arsenal's unbeaten team was winning the league, wasn't it? Being unbeaten is not an achievement. The winning of things is the achievement. But that being said, Jose Mourinho now is only 2 games off Sir Alex Ferguson's best ever unbeaten run in the Premier League, which I think was 2009, might have been 2011. I'm sure you guys will correct me in the comments. Which is a great achievement in his first season, considering what he's had to come into and what he's had to change. So I think that's a phenomenal achievement from Jose Mourinho. But enough of me talking. Let's see what you guys had to say in the 3-word reviews across the world of social media. That is it. We are nearly finished with this week's full-time review, but before we go, what I've got to say is we've got Anderlecht on Thursday, then we've got Burnley away at the weekend. Lots of games coming thick and fast for Manchester United. This really is the crunch time, so get behind the lads. Get your comments, questions, criticism, and anything you want in the comments below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Smash that like button like it owes you money, and I'll see you later.